Let's talk about the business structure of a sole trader. This is the most basic business structure where one person owns and runs the business. What are the pros of being a sole trader? First of all, it's easy and cheap to set up, and you get to keep all the profit as well as have full control of the business. What are the disadvantages of being a sole trader? Well, first, you have unlimited liability. That means you are responsible in paying all of the business debts. Let's have a look at liabilities. What does unlimited liability mean? This means that if the business can't pay its debts, your personal assets will be taken to pay those debts. What is limited liability? Limited liability is used in companies and helps to lower your risk. Your risk is only limited to the amount that you put into the business. Therefore, your personal assets are safer. Choosing the right business structure does lower your risk. Let's have a look at insurance. Why do you need insurance? It is to make sure that you protect yourself from the risk of potentially high risk events such as natural disasters or public liability where a customer gets injured, property where there could be theft, damage or fire, and income for lost earnings. You gotta have a look at workplace safety as an employer where you have a legal duty to provide a safe working environment. This is done through risk assessments, training, and providing the right protective gear. There are huge fines from the government if you neglect any of these workplace safety for your employees. Next is consumer law. Consumers have rights in Australia, and Australian consumer law, ACL, protects buyers. It is your duty as an employer to make sure that your products are all fit for purpose. That means that services are provided with due care and skill, and you can't make false or misleading claims. What do we mean by false or misleading claims? Say, for example, if you go to buy an ice cream from the supermarket, you will find that only ice cream products with real cream are allowed to label their products as ice cream. What are the consequences of not obeying consumer law? This results in really expensive fines and potential legal action if you breach your consumer rights. Honesty is not just ethical, it is also legal. Contracts and agreements are an important part of running a business. A contract is a legally binding agreement between two parties and it consists of the offer, acceptance, and consideration, which means consideration refers to the exchange of value. Written contracts are always used for business dealings such as hiring, supply agreements, and verbal agreements. However, verbal agreements are more difficult to prove. Why do we need to get advice? Entrepreneurs are experts in the way that they run business, but they may not be experts in law or tax or accounting. Therefore, using experts in their own field can help you save money and avoid fines, help you save time as well, and give you that peace of mind knowing that you are compliant. It is an investment in getting professional advice. What are the main key advice services that you can go to? You can have an accountant, a lawyer, a bank manager, or a business mentor. Now, there are some government supports for small business programs as well. It offers startup resources such as information on tax, hiring and safety, and gives grants to help startups and small businesses with money or innovation. The government also offers advisory services which is free or not which is free or cheap. Where do you have to look for this? You can check your local state or government website for any of these grants.